So if you go left up here, that will take you up to Little Round Top. But we're going to go straight, which runs you in front of Devil's Den. And there's parking available right in front of Devil's Den, so we're going to find a little spot here and get out. Hi everybody, Shannon and Karen here with Wandering Out Yonder. Today we are in Gettysburg National Military Park. We thought we'd come out here and spend a little time out here today, enjoy the sunshine, and share with you some of our favorite places to visit in the park. Shannon and I typically like to do the trails. One of the things I always notice when we come here is people typically they don't get out of their cars too much, and there's a lot of areas out here that you can go on nice walks, and you can see some of the monuments that you would not typically see along the auto tours. So we like to get out of the car and do walks, so we've discovered some of these areas and thought we'd share them with you. Now I'm going to preface this video by saying that Shannon and I are not historians, okay? We come out here, we love the history of it, we love learning about the history of it, but we are not experts, and we are not here to convey our historical knowledge about the battlefield. We're just here to share with you the areas that we find to be interesting and beautiful, and
outside,
and just being outside. Yeah, getting out and getting on some of the trails out here. So anyhow, we're going to begin here in just a minute. Right now we have parked here at Devil's Den. I'm sure there's many of you who have visited the park that know about Devil's Den, but that's where we're parked, and we're going to share from this point on. All right, so like I said, we are parked at Devil's Den, and this is Devil's Den area. There was a huge battle that was fought here. A lot of men on both sides lost their lives, and this was a very pivotal point, from what I understand, during the Civil War. A lot of history here. But one of the things we're going to show you is there are trails. You can see there's a paved little sidewalk that takes you up through the rocks. So you can get out and you can climb around the rocks. You do have to be really careful up there though.
popular for kids.
Yeah, popular for kids. Lots of cracks and crevices.
And accidents.
Yes, and people have hurt themselves up here. Okay, so again, this is Devil's Den. These huge boulders. The Confederate troops, from what I understand, were positioned here, and they were shooting across this way. That's where the Union soldiers were, and in front of us is Round Top. So we are going to be taking you through some of these areas, but the reason that we're doing this is to show you the trail systems and how you can get out of your car and enjoy some of these paths out here. It's a beautiful day. This sidewalk and path brings you up to the top of these boulders, and then you can kind of climb around, and people do, all over these boulders through here. But you do really have to be careful because there are some pretty steep drops, and there are some cracks and crevices, so watch the small kids, watch your dogs when you're here. Make sure nobody falls through one of the cracks. But there is a sidewalk here at the top that leads you around the top of the boulders here. You can see that. And it's kind of quiet today. It's usually pretty busy through here. All right. So we are on top of one of the big boulders. You can see Shannon's way over there. Okay, so we are walking on the road. We're doing some road walking right now. You can see we just came around the rocks, came up this road right here. Coming up around here, and we're going to show you this great big tree. You see this tree? Beautiful, beautiful tree. It's called the witness tree. And the reason it's called the witness tree is it was here and it witnessed a battle here at Devil's Den, a little round top. So it was here during the Civil War. That's why they call it the witness tree. Although there are many trees on the battlefield during the war or during these battles. This one was named the witness tree, but it is a spectacular tree. So again, that's the witness tree. And it's at the top of the road back here behind Devil's Den. If you're interested in seeing it on one of the visits. Yeah. Yeah, it's just really cool.
And we like trees.
Yeah, we like trees. The stories it could tell. So if you are, the wheat field is down this way. You follow this road, this auto tour road down that way, and you will go right past the wheat field, which is another one of the battles. And then a little further out, you'd find the peach orchard. All right, so you can see there's lots of little trails back in here. You can get out of your car, park your car, get out of your car and walk around and enjoy the beauty of the area as well. And just consider everything that's happened here. Now this road that wraps around back here, there are marquees placed all over the place that you can read about the history. You can see there's some cannons set about and some of the monuments that you can read. Again, we are back behind Devil's Den, and this is another paved path to get back down. This is one of the marquees I was talking about. And it talks about the attack on Devil's Den. You can see it was pretty bloody. Now there are lots of the major battles that happened here as well as Devil's Den. There was the wheat field and the peach orchard, which are just down from here. So again, this is just one of the little paths that you can take. It'll take you to the top around here, around Devil's Den. There's a trail way out there that we took one day. We have a video on that. That was pretty cool. And then swinging around, you can kind of get an idea of where we're at. Okay, and so like I said, this paved trail up here, it leads up onto the main road up there too, but it winds back around. Right now it's dry, but when it's rainy it's pretty muddy through here, but it winds back around the big rock formations. So we've made our way back around and down in front of Devil's Den again at the parking area. And again, as you can see, a little round top is up ahead. We're going to take you guys up there to show you the little castle in a little bit. Right now, we're going to show you one of the trails that we go on when we come out here to get some exercise and enjoy nature and the beauty of the day. It's right in front of us. There are two different trails here. We're going to take you to the one that's going straight and will take us up to Big Round Top. That's the trail we're going to take you on here today. Okay, so just past this bridge, again, we are parked at the Devil's Den parking area. And we're going across bridge here. Real easy to find. You can see there are 3 trails right here. This is kind of an intersection. This is a trail to the right, and we'll take this trail another day. We're not going to show this one today, but this is a nice trail going out this way. We are going to be going straight. You can go left here, but we are going to be going straight, and what this will do is take us through the woods, and we'll come to another major road that one of the auto tour roads through the battlefield, and then we'll cross over and climb up to Big Round Top to show you that. So this path just kind of takes you through the woods, and on a hot summer day this is refreshing because it's really shaded through here, and there's some cool boulders that you can climb around on, or let your kids climb around on.
And crazy squirrels.
Yeah, and there's crazy squirrels here. Okay, so we will be crossing over the road up here, and this is the road, one of the auto tour roads that you'll find in the battlefield. Anyhow, this is a bit of an incline, fair warning. Yeah, and you can go around right here. See, this trail right here will loop back around down to where we were at, so we might do that on the way home, but that's how we came up, right here. Then we're crossing the road. We're going to be climbing some more. Yay! So this takes you up to Big Round Top. So there you go. And I am guessing most people didn't know that there were trails here, but there are. Now I think that you can pick up a trail guide for the Gettysburg National Military Park at the Visitor Center.
It's also online.
Right.
Yeah.
You can also just print it out online. Shannon and I kind of found these on our own for the simple need of getting outside while we were here visiting in Gettysburg. And we thought that's why we're sharing them with you. We thought somebody else might like this too, but they are marked, as you can see. They're not terribly strenuous, most of them.
Even on the busiest weekends, there's no one on the trails.
Yeah.
They're all seeing the
Yep.
main attractions.
So you would have some peace and quiet and some shade on a hot day, and be enjoying the same thing that everybody else is enjoying too. So
Sometimes better.
yep. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the path up to Big Round Top is paved.
Kinda.
Yeah, it's a really
Looks like shortly after this.
yeah. There are ruts and stuff in it, but it is paved. It's a hard surface.
Looks like any other PA road.
Yeah, pretty much. For the most part it is. Some gravel here and there, but it is somewhat paved, so it's a pretty easy trail. You don't have to worry about big boulders or anything. So it just continues to go up till you get to the top. So again, like I said, this is a pretty steep incline. We just came from down there, and it's winding around, going up the mountain here, the hill, whatever you want to call it. It's called Big Round Top. Just go straight up. Now it's quite a bit more rocky through here, so just so you know. So we're nearing the top, and you can see down below the fields. Yeah, we're coming to the top. There are monuments scattered up here that you would not typically get to see if you stay in your car. So that's one of the reasons you might want to get out and take a little walk. Okay, so we are at the top, and you have a beautiful panoramic view up here. If you look way out there, the white that you see on that mountain out there, that is Fairfield, PA. That is one of the ski resorts. And then down below are all the farms and fields in Gettysburg, many of which were here during the battle. will be marked. There is usually a marker somewhere on the home or the property. Now this monument is for the Pennsylvania Reserve's 41st Infantry here at the top. It gives you some information on what happened, the men that they lost and wounded. It's kind of a cool monument. Something that we noticed, that someone has put their handprint in the bottom of this. My guess is whoever was here, that's their signature. Again, there are monuments scattered up here, and if you get out of your vehicle and you take a hike up here, you'll get to see these. It's a bit of a steep incline. It's a really pretty view. We're here in the winter, late winter, early spring, so we are able to see through all the trees. So here we are at the Pennsylvania Reserve 34th Infantry Monument. This is up here at the top as well. Alright, so again, the path kind of winds around on the top here and then starts bringing you back down. So you can just get right back on the same path to go back down. Alright, and so this one is for the 20th Maine 3rd Brigade, 5th Corps. And this one over here, I'm sorry, I wasn't sure what I was looking at, but it was the Pennsylvania Volunteers, 119th. So we've taken you to the top, big round top, to show you that if you get out of your car and you go out on some of these trails, you'll get to see some pretty cool monuments and some interesting things and views here in the National Military Park that you wouldn't normally get to see if you just stay in your car. And it's a nice, good way to stretch your legs, get some exercise, and enjoy beauty, be in nature.
And that's what, a 10-minute walk up here from the...
Yeah, it's uphill on the way up, but guess what? It's downhill on the way down. So that makes it easier. Anyhow, again, I just wanted to say that Shannon and I are not historians. I'm not an expert. I find it interesting and I like to learn about it. The reason for us doing these videos is to show you that there are lots of places out here that you can get out and go on nice little hikes, and you can see things that you would not normally get to see if you stay in your vehicle here at the battlefield.
Well, and just share things that we're seeing.
Yep.
Sometimes we don't know what we're looking at either.
Yep, we don't. We're learning, and I just wanted to make sure that that was very clear, that we are not historians, never claimed to be. I'm not an expert on the battle or anything. We just enjoy coming out here and learning, so that's what we're out here doing. So again, these trails kind of pop off here and there throughout the park. We just came down from Round Top, big Round Top, way up there. See, the trail comes back around here. And this is another trail right here that wraps around the mountain. We're not going to go there today. We're going to go back down to Devil's Den. Then we're going to take you guys up to Little Round Top to show you that area. And from there you can look down to see Devil's Den. And there was a big, huge, very major battle that was that occurred there. Okay, so we've pretty much made it down. I can see Devil's Den from here. We're making it back to the car, and we're going to drive over to Little Round Top, and we're going to share what we find there with you. That is a really important area here in the battlefield, and was a very pivotal point and big turn in how the war, Civil War, turned out. If you I never read about it, you might want to, but it's a pretty cool area to see and to sit and contemplate what really happened through this entire area. It's kind of awesome. So anyhow, we're going to take you up there. Okay, so you can see we've made it up to Little Round Top. There's lots of parking up here. you and show you some of the iconic areas and also what the view from up here looks like, looking down on Devil's Den. But this is one of the coolest little places. My kids, when they were little, I would bring them here and they loved it. So we are at the top, and this is, my kids called it the castle. But this is the 44th New York Infantry, 5th Corps, 3rd Brigade, 1st Division monument. There's a marquee up here that talks about the defense of Little Round Top. And again, the Union soldiers had control of these tops of these mountains or hills, whatever you want to call them. Little Round Top and Big Round Top. The Confederates were down here, and they were charging up here during this battle. We apologize that we could not take you inside the monument, but there is a school group in there now, so we're having to steer clear of it. We lost some of our footage of the Pennsylvania monument that we were trying to show you, but we, I don't know, did you get a picture or anything?
No.
No. All right, well, sorry.
The wind was getting so bad
it was,
that the audio wasn't coming up anyway.
Yeah, so we wouldn't have been able to use it. But anyhow, we just wanted to share with you guys that, again, there are lots of areas out here in the battlefield that have trails. There is a trail system that runs back behind Little Round Top that we've been on, and it takes you all the way around a lot of the battlefield areas. So if you're out here at the Gettysburg National Military Park and you'd like to get out and check out some of the trail systems, I would suggest it, because you're going to see things that you're not going to see while you're on the auto tours or just driving around in your car. And you're going to get outside and get some exercise and enjoy nature. So it's a win-win. Anyhow, we thank you guys for wandering out yonder with us. Again, want to reiterate, I'm not a historian, just learning, and think it's interesting. I love history, so just wanted to share some things with you that we loved about the battlefield, and hope that when you come out that you will enjoy them too. So we'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, so the wind was blowing so hard that we were not able to get a good audio shot of the Pennsylvania Monument to show it to you. So we decided we'll just drive you there and show it to you. It's down past Little Round Top. So we're just going to take you on a little ride, and you'll get to see it once we get up here. So this road right here that takes you over to the monument, Pennsylvania Monument, from Little Round Top, is a really pretty area, and there are some trails back in here as well. There's also a lot of horse trails out here, which double as hiking trails, so you can get out on those as well, and you might get to see some horses. Alright, so we are approaching the Pennsylvania Monument, and again, this is the largest monument in the Gettysburg National Military Park.
It's another one that you can go up in.
It is just, it's a really pretty monument.
And there's
really
the
cool to
school group
see.
again.
Yep, and there's a school group again, so we're not going to go inside the monument. It'll be so loud with the kids talking and everything, you won't be able to hear us. But yeah, so you can climb up on the top. There's a gentleman up there right now, and there's a really pretty panoramic views up there. Yep, there you go. That's what we were looking at from Little Round Top.